Mic check, mic check. Y'all good? You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
And then whenever you want to talk, Chacho, you can go ahead and grab your microphone.
But if you grab it, be careful because when you put it down, we're going to hear you put it down.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Everything's recorded. Everything's live.
Oh, yeah, let me try.
Why you keep Snapchatting me?
I didn't Snapchat you.
Yeah. It's clearly you.
Well.
Anyways, welcome back to another episode of The Broke Boys. I'm Martin.
I'm Kat.
And today we are... What are we talking about? I know we're getting distracted. Somebody was on their phone.
Who?
You.
Now I want to see what it looked like. Okay. Today we're talking about the Laker game.
Here you go. That's what the camera looks at.
That's fine. How quick is it?
It's pretty fucking quick.
Damn.
Yeah, it's like
okay, period.
Live. It's not like delayed like how it was on the GoPro.
Okay, wait, let me see. Does my shirt look like I have less rolls? Yeah, that's better.
But what was I going to say? Oh, before we continue with anything, look at the new room.
How do we feel?
I'm still gonna do decorations. I still got to put something up there in that wall. I'm definitely gonna leave the Iron Man. The Iron Man is
that's iconic.
Yeah, that's iconic. That ain't leaving.
Tony Stark can stay, I guess.
Yeah, so I'm still gonna be looking like little different, like shit here and there that I have to add.
We're playing around with the set, guys.
Yeah, and now that I have more like leeway, I guess you could say, of like, oh look, I can build all this. I am still not ready to unbox this one.
I was gonna ask, why don't you just unbox it?
I'm not ready. So what I'm pointing at is the Iron Man's heart, proof that Tony has a heart. I'm not ready to unbox it yet. Eventually, maybe, but still.
I feel like because when we bought it, it was at the Avengers Campus store in downtown LA.
You bought it for me for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
As a gift.
And the set was it was set up, obviously, and it looks so pretty, just like the little stand by itself. So I'm excited to see it out of the box if it ever gets there.
Maybe.
Because it is, and then it has a little case, like a protective case around it. So
yeah,
excited to hopefully see it out of the box.
Yeah. So before we continue,
are we gonna say we have a special guest?
Yes, I have a new producer. I hired your brother. I hired my brother-in-law, Chacho. Right. He is the new producer. You got demoted. I'm sorry. Sorry that you had to find out this way.
It's fine.
Chacho's quiet.
Chacho doesn't even want to grab the mic. Do you want to grab the mic and say hello?
You want to say hi to the people?
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, but before we continue, let's go ahead and let's roll the intro. So
Chacho,
what you're gonna
roll
do?
The intro.
Yes.
Roll it.
There you go. There you go. See?
Hey.
He's already one step ahead of you.
That's enough. That's enough. We're done.
We them broke boys from the hood. We on them missions understood. Won't catch us lacking, we that good. We always winning like we should. We flying high, we butterfly up to the sky. No way you catching us good.
I don't know how to say it.
Like, let's sing.
We make it out alive. I'll never leave my dogs behind. We stick together like we signed. We shooting stars, one of a kind.
Chacho, you're gonna grab the last button.
No. The last slide. The gray slide, yeah.
Yep. And slowly bring it.
Slowly. Faster, all the way. Heck yeah.
And then hit the button. Bam.
Okay.
You did it better than you.
Okay.
So let's keep it a band.
That's enough. Keep it a band. Do you see, chat? You see the respect I get around here? None.
Well, welcome back to another episode of The Broke Boys. I'm Martin.
I'm Kat.
I know we did the little intro in the beginning, but today's episode, we definitely want to talk about dive in deep a little bit about this, spontaneous LA trip that we took. It was super last minute.
Yeah, it was not planned.
Let's get your little brother involved. When did you find out that you were going to go to the Laker game? Because you had school, and you were at school.
So when did you find out you were going, or how did you find out?
Okay, so I was in my third period.
Closer.
My third period is science, and I my pocket vibrated, so I knew someone texted me. So I look at my phone and with my dad, and he said, "Do you want to go to a Laker game?" And I said, "Sure." Well, first he called me.
Yeah.
But then I couldn't answer, so I just waited till lunch.
Yeah.
And then I called him back, and I said, "Yeah."
Nice.
Dang.
Yeah.
So what happened for us? So we hung out with my dad the night before.
Yeah.
So it was a Thursday game.
Yeah. So we hung out with them on Wednesday. It was him and his girlfriend.
Yeah. So we hung out on Wednesday night.
We went to Yard House and we were just, spending time together, quality time.
And it was happy hour.
Yeah. And then they had brought up the whole thing. Like, oh, have you guys ever gone to a Laker game? They
had said that they wanted to go. They were like, oh, we were wanting to go to the Laker game, but like, I don't know. Cause like, it's like last minute, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And my dad was like, oh, but we were going to tell you guys because they're playing the Bucks. Mm-hmm. If you guys don't know, Martin's favorite basketball team right now is the Bucks. Martin is a players fan. He's not a team fan.
Yeah.
His player right now is Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Giannis.
Antetokounmpo. Yeah. And he plays for the Bucks.
Yes.
So my dad was like, oh, we were going to tell you guys because I'm a Laker fan. Yeah, I've been a Laker fan my whole life. You guys
have all, like Kat's family, all of them have been diehard Laker fans.
Like my dad has a picture with Magic Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So like we're fans. We're Laker fans. We're a Laker household. Mm-hmm. So my dad was like, oh yeah, I was going to tell you guys because Martin's favorite team is the Bucks.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, we were going to say, like, you guys should go. And, like, we were, like, hyping it up. And we were like, oh, yeah, like,
maybe
Martin would have taken the day off. Like, you should have told us. We could have planned it, blah, blah. Kind of, like, playing it like that, not, like, genuinely going.
Yeah.
Because it sounded like it was already an afterthought that they weren't going.
They were like, oh, well, I guess maybe next time is what I think we ended that conversation the day of.
Yeah,
like,
so it felt like they were not going.
Yeah.
So then the next day, it's Thursday morning. We come home, or I'm at home. Martin's at work. And Martin calls me, and Martin's like, hey, did your dad call you? And I was like, no. He's like, oh, your dad called me twice. And I said, oh, well, what did he say? And he goes, I think he wants to go to the Laker game.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, like, are we going to the Laker game? And Martin was like, well, let's figure out how much the tickets are. Like, we have some money saved. Like, maybe we can. Like, let's see how much the tickets are and we'll go from there. Because I'd never been to a Laker game.
I haven't gone to an NBA, like an official NBA game. I haven't gone to an NFL game either. So, like, they've always, like, brought it up and invited me. I just never had the time because I've always been stuck at work or doing something over the weekend. So I've always wanted to go and experience it. And your dad loves it. He talks about the atmosphere and all that. And we'll get to that too. But I remember that he called me when I was working, and I was like, oh, like I'm finishing my last one. He was like, well, I think he was like, well, how serious are you guys about going to the Laker game? And I was like tonight? And he was just like, well, I don't know. Like I got work tomorrow. I can probably call in sick. And he was just like, no, but I got work tomorrow too at 6 a.m. Like, let's do it.
Yeah.
And he was like hyping me up to do it. And I was like, well, yeah, let me call Kat. And I was like, and then we'll go from there, because I still needed to know the prices of the tickets.
Yeah.
And for sure, like, I was like, okay. And I was talking to Kat on the phone. I was just like, we can make it work. It just depends on how much the tickets cost.
Yeah.
I was like, and then literally I have to come back tomorrow to work.
Like tonight. Yeah. Like we have to be back tonight.
Yeah. Cause I have to literally clock in at 2:30 to almost 3 a.m., Mm-hmm. So go ahead. My bad. Good.
So that's kind of how it happened. So then Martin calls me and Martin was like, hey, like we have money and your dad's saying we should go to the game. Like, what do you think? And I'm like, well, like I've never been. So I've been to a Laker game. I've been to a preseason game when they came. I don't remember what year it was, but it was, they played at the State Mart Center here in Fresno, but that game Kobe didn't play. He was there, but he didn't play.
It was like a preseason.
It was a preseason.
Game, right?
Yeah, it was a preseason game. So he didn't play. Kobe didn't play, but he was there. So I like saw him, but I didn't see him play.
Yeah.
And that was the only Laker game I've been to. My dad takes the boys, like my brother, Chacho, that's here, and then my other brother, Julian, like they go to the games. And like when he gets tickets, he obviously takes the boys because they're more invested.
Yeah.
So they've been to Laker game and Niner games before, and I've never been.
Yeah.
So when you were like, hey, we should go, I was like, well, that'd be fun because it'd be like a first experience for both of us because we've never been. So I called my dad and I'm like, hey, how serious are you about getting tickets? And he was like, well, me and Mati, his girlfriend, me and Mati are looking for tickets right now, like ticket prices. And I was like, okay. He was like, but they're usually like no more than $200. And I was like, okay. So I call Martin, and Martin's at work, and when he drives, he can't like
I can't be on my phone.
He can't be
when
on
I'm
his
driving,
phone. So he can
obviously.
answer the phone through his headphones, but he can't like answer it. So I'm like playing phone tag between him and my dad. And finally my dad's like, oh, we found 5 tickets all sitting together, because the problem was, because we were buying it, this was like noon. No, it was probably like 11.
It was 11 because I was already getting ready to drive back. Like I finished my day pretty early.
Yeah, so it was probably like 11 o'clock. And he was like, well, we can't find 5 tickets all together, because it would be me, Martin, my dad, his girlfriend, and then my brother. He was like, so we're not going to sit together. And I was like kind of sad about it, because that's like half the reason I'm going. Like I want to experience a Laker game with my dad. So my dad was like, well, half the reason I wanted to go was because I wanted
to experience it all together.
Experience it, yeah, and an experience with my dad. Like he's why we're Laker fans.
Yeah.
So he was like, we can't find tickets together, and I was kind of sad about it, but I was like, okay, like me and like whatever, we'll have fun. Yeah. And then
that's okay too. Like if this trip happens, it happens. I was like, and if it doesn't, that's okay too. Like this isn't
like we wanted to go, but we didn't want to be like, oh, like make it work.
Yeah.
So my dad calls me back and he was like, oh my God, we found tickets 5 together. They're like 170. I think they were a little less. Mm-hmm. But he was like, are you guys down? And I called Martin, and Martin's like, fuck it. Like, let's do it.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. So it's like at 11:30, tickets were bought. And then my dad's like, we have to drive to LA. The game starts at 7:30.
He's like, we have to leave here by
at least 2.
The latest.
Yeah. So he was like, so as soon as you guys are done, well, my brother, Chacho, still had school. So my dad's like, when you tell me that Martin's on his way home, I'll go pick up Chacho from school. And then we'll all meet up at the house and we'll go together. I was like, okay, cool. So that's what happens. Martin comes home.
I literally hop in the shower. I hop out. And then I throw on some clothes.
Yeah.
And then I was like, all right, let's go. We head out. And this whole thing, I'm vlogging. I vlogged this whole fucking trip. And I can't wait to drop it. But the way it happened is I literally hopped in the shower, hopped out, got dressed, and then we left. Like it was a quick 20 minutes that was home.
Yeah, so then I call my dad and I'm like, hey, we're on the way. Well, I don't have Laker gear. Like, I'm a Laker fan, but I don't have Laker.
And I don't have no Bucks jersey either. Like, I don't have nothing to rock, but I'm just literally going for the vibes.
Yeah, so then I told Martin, I was like, it's fine. My dad has hella Laker shit. Mm-hmm. I'll just borrow something from my dad. And I remember for some reason my dad wearing this jacket, and it's like a lined, what fabric is it? Like
the old vintage.
Like the old school, like
raincoat. Almost like a windbreaker.
It's like a windbreaker material, but it's softer, not like polyester, but like I don't know. And it's just all purple, and then the cuffs have yellow stripes, and then it says Lakers on the back. Yeah. And for some reason, I remember my dad wearing that often. So I was like, I want to wear that. I want to wear that sweater. So I went in jeans and a tank top, and I was like, I'll just wear his sweater. And then he has like hats, shirts, beanies, like literally anything Laker. So Martin obviously isn't a Laker fan, but my dad had jerseys, so he was like, do you want to wear one? So Martin ended up wearing an LA jersey.
Jersey, yeah. The black Kobe.
Black on black.
Black on black, yeah.
So then my dad, in the vlog, you'll see all my dad's collection. He has jerseys, he has hats, he has shirts. He's like, pick whatever you want. You can wear the shirt, wear the beanie and the hat. And I'm like, dude, it's like, it's going to be hot. And he was like so excited. Like we were so excited to go.
Yeah. I feel like even the drive there, it was on such a high.
Yeah, like we were so excited.
Yeah, and even driving there, getting to LA, like we were just, I don't think there was a moment where I felt like I was exhausted or tired because I literally worked the whole day.
Yeah, and everyone was just like on a high. So we finally get there. We end up going in my dad's girlfriend's car. She has like a van, so there's hella room in there. And Martin's like, I'll drive the first part. And then we were like, okay. Martin ended up driving us all the way. So on the way there, I was like, oh, I'll sit in the back seat because I was going to let my dad sit in front. My dad's 6 foot something. Mm-hmm. So I was like, you can sit in the front so you can have more room. And he was like, no, you sit up there with Martin. I'll sit in the back with Mati. And then Chacho was in the back seat, the third row all by himself. Yeah. So I was like, okay. So we're sitting up there. We're like, we go put gas. We get our drinks. We're chilling. The whole ride up there, we're chilling.
We're playing games, to...
That's what I was going to talk about. So there's this game. I don't know if you guys play it. And it's such a teacher game. But it's like, it's called, we call it I'm Going Camping. So it's like, I'm going on a camping trip, I'm taking, and then you name something. Mm-hmm. And then you go around the circle and everyone has to name it. And the only person who knows the rule is the person who started it. Mm-hmm. So like, I'm taking an apple. Martin can take a fire truck, and my brother's going to take Iron Man. And because they're all red, they can go if my rule was to be red. So when we do it, we have silly rules. They're like, oh, it has to have double letters, or it has to start with the first letter of your name. Mm-hmm. And because we all have different names, it's harder.
Yeah.
So one of the rules,
people make it complicated, and The last letter of your name.
Yeah. Okay. So we were playing this game, and my dad wanted to play the license plate game where it was like the alphabets, and we were like, no. My brother was like, oh, let's play the I'm going camping game, and I was like, okay. So I'm in the front seat, and my dad's right behind me, and then my brother's in third seat, and Martin's driving. So we're going in a circle, and I'm saying I'm going camping, and my rule was the first letter of our last name. So me, my brother, and my dad all have the same last name, right? Yeah. My dad's girlfriend's last name starts with a G. Martin's last name starts with an M. So everyone, 3 out of the 5 people that are playing this game have the same letter, right? Chacho catches on pretty quick. My brother, I'm going on a camping trip. I'm taking noodles. My brother Chacho says he's taking needles, and my dad goes, oh, it starts with an N. But my dad's turn already passed, so he couldn't say anything. So it was his girlfriend's turn. So he told his girlfriend, say something that starts with an N. Yeah. And because her last name doesn't start with an N, she would say something else. She would say something that's an N, and I'd be like, oh, you can't come. You got it wrong. And my dad's like, damn it. So it's not an N. But he didn't get that it was personalized to him. Yeah. So he was like, so it's not an N.
Which made it so much funny because he was like, dead ass trying. He was just like, hold on. He's taking noodles. He's taking needles.
And then, and then it wouldn't process. And then he was like, guys, I got it. And I was like, okay, what is it? Like, we're hyping him up. We're like, what is it? He's like, shoes. And I'm like, no, you can't go. And he's like, what the fuck? Dude, it was so funny. And then it got like so funny. Like me and my brother were laughing so hard that I set up my phone at an angle. Maybe I'll send it to you so you can post it. But I sent it at an angle where you can see my dad in the back. And he's like laughing, crying because he can't get it right. We finally tell him and he's like, man, what the fuck? Like, he was getting so mad, but it was so funny.
And, like, we were throwing hints. We were like, something with an N. Like, you know, like.
And then Mati would say, his girlfriend would say something with an N, and then my dad would, and then she'd get it wrong. So my dad's like, oh, it's not an N. So he wouldn't do it. And it was just so funny. Like, that he couldn't get it. And he was trying so hard. Yeah. And then he was like, I'm going to do one. And then I think he got nervous. He was like, never mind, I don't want to do it. That's a lot of pressure. Yeah. So the whole time we were playing that game, and then, we finally make it to LA. Like the drive over there, I felt like it was fast. Do you feel like it was fast?
Yeah. Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
I feel like it was fast because we were playing games. So I was like, oh, it was.
And we were talking like the whole time. Like it wasn't nonstop. I think once we got to.
I think I fell asleep for maybe 20 minutes.
Yeah, I think once we got to like Six Flags, like passing like down the Grapevine, like that's when you guys I think all took a nap.
Yeah, I think
you were still up, or did you take a nap?
Yeah, I was.
You were still up.
Yeah, I think I fell asleep for like 20 minutes, and I heard Mati saying like, "Oh, she's tired." Because the night before I didn't sleep. I stayed up until 2 a.m. Why? Don't know. Yeah. Anyway, so we finally get there. We get to.
So we finally get to LA, and we get to Main Street, or Easy Street.
Oh,
Easy Main Street.
Easy Street Burgers.
Easy Street Burgers. Fuck, that took a minute. I'm sorry, but so then. Your dad and Mate were like
they
in
were
between
debating 2 places.
Yeah, two different spots to go to LA to eat. So I think what we wanted to do is leave early enough here from Fresno to get into LA as a little bit early, so that way we can stop somewhere to grab to eat. To
grab.
Fuck, I can't speak today. I'm sorry.
So we wanted to leave early enough to get somewhere to go eat somewhere. And my dad and his girlfriend, they go often to LA because his girlfriend's from LA, so they go pretty often, and they're on like LA TikTok a lot. Yeah. So they found, I guess there were 2 restaurants that they wanted to try. One they had been to already, and one they hadn't been to. Mm-hmm. And they were both about like 45 minutes away from the stadium. So they asked us like, oh, which one do you want to try? And I was like, well, I want to try the one that you guys know is good.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to try a new restaurant and then it suck. Mm-hmm. So I was like, let's just go to the one where you know it's good. You can put it down. And they were like, okay, let's go to Easy Street. So we got there hyped. Yeah. I was so hyped because we were hungry because we didn't eat anything.
And usually they say that place has a line out the door.
Yeah, I guess that was the first time I've been, but they said that before they've had to wait in a line. We literally walked up and went straight to the counter.
Yeah. Had a place to sit. And I mean, food was amazing. It was great.
It was a smash burger place.
Yeah. And it was just great. Like I got something called Filthy Fries. So it's the fries, and then they put a smash burger patty on top of it with their secret sauce.
Yeah, it was really good. I got Well, my dad had told me because I was like, oh, I'm going to get a regular, just like a one patty smash burger. And he was like, no, they're like thin. He was like, you need to get like at least a double. And I was like, okay. He was like, but if you really want to like
get full,
taste the meat and like then you have to get a triple. And I was like, a triple?
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, get a triple. And I was like, okay. So I got the triple and then I got the Cajun fries. Gas. No complaints. It was so good. I was so full. The place was like vibey too.
Yeah.
Like it was yellow and it had like across the ceiling it had Easy Street, but it was written out in LED lights. It was like a cute little place.
Yeah, I posted when I posted the picture. I think I posted 2 pictures. They had liked it.
Oh, the
like
place.
their place.
They had liked it when we were in there.
Yeah,
like they
and
were quick with it.
They were really quick with that. Yeah.
And you know where it is, guys? It's right behind Universal Studios.
Yes.
Like where Mario Land is, it's right out like probably the next street over. Because as we were leaving, we saw the back of Universal Studios.
And then you see like the castle of Hogwarts, like in a small bit of it, and it's a good. I liked it.
It was gas.
It was fucking good.
It was gas. Yeah. So we did that, and then after that, my dad and his girlfriend were changing because they just drove up in like house clothes.
Yeah.
So they're at Easy Street. They changed into their Lakers stuff, and then we went to the stadium. We found parking pretty quick.
It was kind of chaotic, like just to find parking because there
are vendors everywhere.
Yeah, and there was people that like, oh, come park over here for $50. Come park over here for $45.
Yeah.
And then like you're jumping around trying to find like the cheapest parking lot.
Yeah, and since they had been there before, they knew that there was like parking lots that were cheaper the further out you go. It would just be a little walk. So yeah, we did that. We got there. I didn't know about the bag policy, so I didn't take in a purse. I didn't take in literally anything but my camera and I gave you my ID and my wallet.
Yeah.
Or my ID and my debit card because I was like, I don't know like what the policy is.
Yeah.
So yeah, we get there. We finally turn the street. We see the crypto arena. I still call it Staples Centers because like
that's what you're used to. Yeah.
Yeah. So we turn and we see the Staples Center, and I'd never been in person, so I was like, oh my god, it's huge. Like it's big.
Yeah. I was so like in shock of just how bright and attractive.
Yeah, they were so light, so many lights.
Yeah.
It was crazy. So then we get in, and they were giving away free lunch boxes or like lunch bags,
lunch pouches.
Yeah, like lunch bags, and they had like there was like UCLA Hospital, and then the Lakers, the Laker emblem on it,
logo. Yeah.
So then we find our seats, and my dad's like, "Okay, these are our seats," and they were really good seats. I thought, I thought they were good. We accidentally sat in the wrong section.
Yeah,
and the lady was like, "Hey, I think you're in your seats," and I was like, "Oh, okay." Yeah. So we got up and moved, and the seats that we moved to were a lot better than the ones that we were sitting at, anyways. Yeah. Because where we were sitting, the hoop was kind of blocking part of our view. And when we went a section over, we can see like the whole court.
Yeah.
Which was cool. The thing I do have to complain about is we lost. We lost. And for my first...
Giannis.
My first...
Antetokounmpo.
That's all I was hearing. And for my first official Laker game...
Antetokounmpo.
It was kind of sad, I'm not going to lie. Also... Our top 4 players weren't playing.
Yeah, you guys' starters
No one
were
was
all
playing.
Out.
LeBron wasn't playing. Hiroshima was out. AK-15 was out. Fucking literally everyone was not playing. I saw Bronny playing. No disrespect. It was a good game. I had a great time.
You mean AR-15, right?
AR-15. What did I say? I said AK-15.
I was like...
Austin Reeves is who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. And he doesn't even like when we call us that. I'm just being disrespectful.
Yeah.
Austin Reeves, number 15. He was not playing. Hiroshima wasn't playing. LeBron wasn't playing. Who else wasn't playing? Luka wasn't playing.
Luka Doncic.
There's literally our top like 5 players weren't playing. And everyone else, no disrespect. I was just sad because I wanted to see LeBron play with Bronny, and that didn't happen. I did see Bronny play, and Bronny was putting points up.
And Bronny broke, I think that was, not broke a record, but he scored his career high that game. We were able to be there for that game. That was,
and we saw LeBron like being a dad, and he was like hyping him up and like
at first like he was like, all right, not paying attention, you know.
He was kind of standoffish at first, but I think he lets him get in his zone.
Yeah,
because after that, the rest of the game they were pretty like hyped. He was hyped.
Yeah.
So it was tight. It was cool. The whole game, I was like, "Are you serious?" And Martin's like smiling and grinning because he's a Bucks fan.
Because there goes Giannis just out of nowhere, did boom, dunked.
It was crazy. And then I was like, I hate this for me. I hate this, but I love this for you. Like Martin was in his element. He was cheesing. He was like all excited because Giannis is his favorite player.
Yeah.
Or Giannis, right?
Giannis, yeah.
That's his favorite player. So I was so excited for him. I was real upset for me though.
Yeah.
I was real upset.
And then what people don't know either is Brooke Lopez that plays with them used to go to Clovis.
Yeah.
So he was also playing and putting up numbers.
It was cool.
It was all great.
It was cool. Do I want to go back? Yes. Will we this season? I don't know.
We'll see. Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe during the playoffs, but I know they're going to be super
Those tickets
expensive.
are going to be ridiculous.
Yeah.
But only Lord knows.
Yeah.
So that was that. It was also fun because my brother Chacho was with us. So it wasn't just like, it would have been fine, my dad and his girlfriend.
Yeah.
But like, it was just fun because Chacho was there and like, we were
all
around.
we were all vibing.
Everyone was vibing.
Everybody was.
Yeah, everyone was chilling. Everyone's in their zone.
It was such a good time. Like, I had such an amazing time being around with everybody.
Yeah, it was cool. Our seats were good.
And like the atmosphere, like when Ket's dad told me about like that whole atmosphere about it, like you feel it. Like no one's there to be like causing an issue.
No one's in a bad time.
Everyone's there just to come see the game.
Lakers play.
Yeah, and everyone's just in such a good vibe. And like, again, like it was no shade. Like there's people wearing Bucks jerseys and not getting booed at, not getting
we
harassed.
we just want to watch a game.
Yeah, and it was just all good vibes.
Yeah, so it was chill. So after that, we did the Laker game, and then after that, everyone had work the next day.
Yeah,
I didn't have work. I was awake early that day, but my dad's girlfriend was like, "Oh, I'll drive us home," and I was like, "Are you sure? I'll help you." I offered once. That was it. I said, "Hey, I'll help you if you want," and she was like, "No, I got it. You've been awake. Like, don't even worry about it. I'll drive us home." And I was like,
bet somebody gonna drive.
I said, "Are you sure?" So then we switched. So Matti and my dad sat in the front seat, in the front two seats, and me and Martin sat in the back seats, and Martin and Chacho was laying in the third seat. And literally before we're even out of the parking lot, I'm like, "You gotta sleep." So I give him my sweater or my cardigan, and I'm like, "Put this over your face, like make it a pillow."
Yeah.
So Martin fell asleep pretty quick. I think Chacho was awake on his phone for a little bit. I knocked out because I was awake since 2 a.m, and my dad fell asleep, and it was just Matti.
Yeah.
And literally, I don't remember anything until I think they stopped for gas in like Bakersfield or something.
I don't remember nothing. I think no, they did because they asked if we wanted to use the restroom.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I'm good. And I went back to bed.
Yeah, they stopped. Yeah, that's all I remember is waking up. And then I remember my dad staying awake to talk to Matti. And by that time, Chacho was asleep, and I was out. And then the next thing I know, we were at my dad's house.
Yeah.
And Matti was like, "Hey, like, it's time to go."
Yeah.
At this point, so we left probably at 10:30 for the game. We got home at 2.
We got to our house at 2:11. So we got back to your dad's at 2.
Yeah.
Exactly at 2.
So it was like 2. By the time we get here, it's 2:11. Martin's like, I said, "You don't go to work until 3." And he's like, I'm going to go at 2:40. He was like, "I'm literally going to use the restroom."
Yeah, because it takes me a while to get to work. So I'm like, no, I have to go in there to clock in at 3.
Yeah, so he literally used the restroom, changed, and I think he sat on the bed maybe 10 minutes, and he was like, "I'm leaving." I was like, "What?" Mm-hmm. I fell asleep again before he even left for work.
Man, I was on I still was like so sleepy, but such a high still.
Like you were excited that you
I was just so excited because I was like, what the fuck? Like we really pulled that off. Like,
yeah,
I couldn't believe it. So I drove and I was like on the hype and I was like listening to music. I was like so happy. I get to work and like I'm like excited to like, all right, let's go. Let's get my day started. Yeah. And I literally just go and I clock in and tell me why, and I'm going to fucking throw it out there. Tell me why your other brother, snitches me out at work and tells everybody that I went to a Laker game.
Which isn't a bad thing.
It isn't a bad thing, but I was like, dude, shut the fuck up. Because then one of the managers in the morning, like I'm leaving the gate to start my day and he calls and he's like, "Hey, Martin, how you doing? How you feeling?" I was like, "I'm fine." Like, and he never calls me. So I was like, "I'm fine." Like, why? What's up?
Yeah.
He's like, "How much sleep did you get?"
You said, "I got enough."
That's what I said. That's
"I'm chilling."
Exactly what I said. I was like, "I got enough, dude. I'm chilling." And he was just like, "How was the game?" And I was like, "Fuck." I was like, "Who told you? Who snitched?" And he was laughing, and then he hangs up, and I'm like, "Oh, hell no." So then I get on the phone with your brother, and I'm like, "You fucking ratted me out." And he was just laughing. He was like, "No way that you guys pulled it off." He was like, "You're fucking crazy to clock in still."
Yeah. So that's what happened. So then that next day too, we were having your family over.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like I got to sleep. I got a good amount of sleep. If we got home at 2, I probably fell asleep by 2:30. And I woke up the next morning at 8. Yeah. I was fine. And then we had your family over. So I was like, oh, it's not like we can be lazy all day. Like I was cleaning. We were making dinner. We were like doing all these things to have your family over. And then we were just chilling, like watching the movie. And we were so tired.
Yeah. No regrets though.
Yeah, it was fun. It was chill. It was the fun. We said we wanted to be more spontaneous and take more trips.
Yeah.
So this was hopefully the first of many. Maybe.
100%. That's the sad part. Yeah.
Yeah, like maybe. We did a spontaneous Disney trip in January.
Yeah.
Here we are in March going to a Laker game. I don't know what April and May have in store for us, guys.
But be on the lookout for May.
I would say look out for vlogs.
Yeah.
Because we will be vlogging if we do something.
Vlogs are now introduced every Tuesday
Yes.
from here on out. And I want to give a special shout out to my producer, Kat, for helping me figure that out.
Thanks.
Because I was like so stressed out of like, when am I going to post vlogs? Like, do I do it on a Monday? Do I do it on a Sunday? I don't know. I was so confused. And then I was spiraling so bad that she was like, hey, you post an episode for your podcast on Sunday. Then you got Monday off. Tuesday, you should post a vlog. Wednesday off. Thursday, you post your other episode for the Broke Boys.
So the only days technically that he would have off from posting anything would be Friday and Saturday. He would be editing technically.
Yeah.
Thursday, the vlog from Thursday and the vlog from Tuesday.
Yeah.
And we're also busy mostly Fridays and Saturdays.
Yeah.
So it's easier to just edit and not be committed to like, oh, I need to post, I need to go home, I need to do this, because you can edit from your phone if you have to, at least vlogs. And then you have the laptop for podcasts.
Yeah.
So it's just easier to not be committed on anything on Friday and Saturday.
So that's why I'm like, okay, cool. Like I have enough time to throw stuff out there. And yes, we're going to be on top of it. Yes, it's going to be consistent all over again.
Yeah. So keep an eye out. What else has happened since the Laker game?
Nothing.
We booked a hotel for a trip in May.
Yeah. Literally, we have another upcoming Disney trip. We're excited.
In May. Counting down the days, quite literally.
Yeah.
What else?
And that's about it. I mean, I know I'm going to throw it out there because I'm manifesting. And usually when I manifest, it comes back.
Period.
But going up to Puerto Rico to go see Bad Bunny.
Yeah, we've been kind of throwing that around. Just for fun.
Yeah, who knows?
Just for funsies.
Well, thank you guys for staying tuned for another episode of the Broke Boys. We appreciate you guys listening to our little rants and our spontaneous trips.
Let us know how you guys are liking the video format.
Yeah, I'm still like,
Let us know how you feel.
but I have to do it now. Like I have to make this jump.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm kind of glad. I'm glad. I'm in
It's a
my
little push.
vibe. Yes. I'm in my little vibing, doing my edits and doing this. Like I get excited to do content all over again,
Which is nice.
Yeah. So thank you guys again for being here and listening and watching. So you can go ahead and follow us on Instagram and on TikTok at brokeboys_FF.
Broke Boys with the Z.
Yes. And stay tuned for vlogs every Tuesday from here on out.
On the YouTube channel.
On our YouTube channel. Go ahead and subscribe. Click on it. That's where you can also see the other video formats of the podcast. It's not just Spotify. It's literally on YouTube as well.
So thanks for listening with us.
Appreciate you guys. You guys have a good one. I was going to say good night. No. Okay. Y'all have a good one. Much love. Peace.
Bye.